go there. For you to sin is for you to ignore. For you to choose different than what this word says is for you to ignore the cost. And that's what Satan needs you to do, is to poo-poo what God has done for you through Jesus Christ. So they flogged him. They flogged him, and it took 4 men to flog with 10 stripes apiece. What they would do after they laid into him, the flog would wrap around the waist and pull and rip. Pull and rip. And they would flog, pull, and rip. When they finished their 10, they would lay it in salt water and wait for the next flogger. Saints of the Most High God, when the scribes wrote down, they said, we have never seen anybody beaten like this in all our existence. They said when they finished beating Jesus, there was no skin on his face. They flipped him over and started beating him on the front side, flogged and ripped. They said when they stood him up, his flesh hung in ribbons.
Jesus.
They said when they finished beating him on the front, they tore off his genitals with the flogging. Saints of the Most High God, for you to even assume that you want to line up with Satan for the hot passions of the moment, to steal, to lie, to commit adultery, to cheat. It costs too much. One scribe sat from Babylon and said, I don't know why he never cried out. Why didn't he cry out? Because if he had ever cried out, it would stop. God would have stopped the torture, but for it to stop was for you not to be healed, not to be delivered, not to be set free, not for you to come out whole. He held his speech.
Mumbling word.
Because he could look and see ahead of him. If I can bear this, when they call on my name, every sickness, every disease, every bondage that they were in, they can be delivered. Him to Calvary and nailed him with spikes, and then turned him in a 90 degrees. He was crisscross. They said they nailed the bullets to the cross so he would stay there. They nailed feet one behind the other. Saints of the Most High God. And he stayed there. The Prince of Glory stayed put. The Prince of Glory didn't cry out until he saw he was abandoned by his Father. Why? Every one of our sins hides the face of God.
Yes.
Ain't no need in you saying, well, I sin because it hides the face of God. Satan needs you to sin to hide the face of God so he cannot hear your prayer, cannot deliver you. Sin comes with a high price. They were amazed. The time they died. Because in the first few hours, the scavengers come and pluck out the offender's eyes. They eat their eyes. The scavenger dogs, they hang around the valley of Hinnom, where Golgotha, which is called the place of the gathering of the bones. It's called Kava, the gathering place of the bones. Saints, and you won't play with sin, and you want to act like, well, can they get somebody else? I did this last weekend. Ain't it somebody else's turn yet? You want to complain. Me, well, can they get somebody else to sing? Can they get somebody else to that sing? Somebody else can do this. You know, I'm getting tired of being the only one. I'm going somewhere else. I'm just going to stay home. And it's because you don't enjoy the fact that God would use you to his glory and to the manifesting of his power. And somebody else preaching. Somebody else can need to do something, because I'm tired of, you tired of what? What? When he paid for your life. You don't have a life. Well, I want you to know I got a life. You don't have a life. He bought your whole life. Every moment, every second, every week, every day. He bought your whole life.
Preach, woman, preach.
You just haven't read the Bible. You forgot Sunday school. I know, because you're so wonderful. You're all about you. What do you mean I'm all about me? What is that? What is that lie Satan's feeding you? When you don't have anything. Everything you have, he gave it. Every gift you have, he gave it. Every bit of intelligence you have, he gave it. He absolutely gave you everything. You can't even think of thought without him. He gave it. You can't even find your car keys if he don't help you. He gives you everything. How ungrateful we become. How hubris. How arrogant we become. I come when I feel like
Loose here.
it. Said forsake not. Well, you know, you going? I'm not going. You going? Well, I guess you can come pick me up. Like you're going to God of faith. He died.
Praise God.
He died.
Yes, he did.
Jesus died. He died a horrific, horrible death.
What a price. Yes,
Because
Lord.
he saw you free. And he saw you emancipated from every evil that Satan could ever put in your pathway. And now when he delivered you, you said, well, I think I might go.